OK, joining us now on the NewsHour, EU policy analyst Pieter Cleppe in Brussels. Pieter Cleppe, welcome back to Al Jazeera. Is the central problem here the way that the negotiation of the original contracts with Pfizer, BioNTech et al. Went to the European Commission? They're bureaucrats. They never do things quickly.
Well, I think indeed that's one possible explanation why the European Commission was so slow. So Ms. von der Leyen, she actually pointed at the European Medicines Agency being a little slow in approving the vaccines. But I think the real problem here lies with the European Commission and its responsibility to procure, to buy the vaccines. The United States and the UK bought the Pfizer vaccine in July, whereas the Commission waited until November 2020 to do that. Also for the AstraZeneca vaccine, the EU was 3 months slower than the UK, so it's really hard to find excuses for that. And indeed, the explanation looks like that they all did it in a politicized manner. They didn't have the kind of specialists on it that were made responsible for this in Israel and the United Kingdom. But whatever the reason is, they are incredibly slow as compared to other countries. OK,
here's the thing. You mentioned the UK there. So at this point in the fight against COVID-19 coronavirus, how can the EU be in a situation where Hungary, Romania and Poland are making the best of what was not a very good lot to start with? The UK is doing very well, but it's astonishing that the vaccination rollout, the rate of people being vaccinated in France and Germany is actually slowing down.
Well, indeed, I agree. So apart from the mistakes made at the EU level, also a number of member states seem to be very slow, and it's hard to understand why. Is it because of vaccine skepticism in France? Perhaps that plays a role. Is it because of bureaucracy? I mean, the fact of the matter is, indeed, some EU countries are making the best out of it, are also being hampered by the slow EU, but are still making the best out of it. Whereas others, indeed, are doing very poorly when it comes to the vaccine rollout.
Do you think the European Commission under Ursula von der Leyen has learnt a lesson here? And it might be you do not have a public spat with a drug manufacturer, as they were doing just a few weeks ago, because it came out, it went into the public domain, that a lot of people from the Commission were trying to basically negotiate a good deal. I mean, they weren't buying a second-hand car, they were trying to keep people alive.
Well, indeed, I mean, this is an enormously important responsibility that was given to the European Commission, the body that is always asking for more money and power. Now they want what is called a European Health Union, so basically more money and power for health policy being transferred to the EU level. I mean, I think their response tells you everything you need to know, because it's one thing that things go wrong. It's another how you respond to it. Ursula von der Leyen, the Commission president, she tried to shift blame. First, she tried to blame her trade commissioner, who had actually relatively little to do with all of this. Ultimately, today, she admitted that indeed mistakes had been made. So some kind of a half-hearted admission of failure. But in the end, we got it right, she said, completely ignoring the facts on the ground, which is that we will not only have economic damage, the fact that lockdowns will have to stay longer than otherwise would have been necessary, but also that more people will sadly pass away as a result of the slow-moving European Commission.
OK, we'll have to leave it there. Pieter Cleppe in Brussels. Always good to get your thoughts on this developing story, Pieter. Thank you very much.
Thank you.